Our next story is from Uganda, where China is quietly making inroads into the quotidian lives of residents, starting with children. Kids in the East African country are being encouraged to learn Mandarin for better career prospects. Uganda has been teaching Mandarin to school students since at least 2020. While the language has made its way to the school curriculum, Mandarin is also gaining popularity with the Chinese Bridge Language Proficiency competition. The contest began 23 years ago with the aim to foster exchange among Chinese language learners around the world. Now, earlier this week, Uganda held the competition in the capital city of Kampala. It saw the participation of several students who believed it is imperative for them to learn at least 2 foreign languages in order to secure good job opportunities. Now, China has become increasingly powerful and prominent across Africa over the past 2 decades, and Uganda is not the only country teaching its youngsters Mandarin. In South Africa, Mandarin has been an optional language course for students since 2014. Meanwhile, Kenyan schools also offer Mandarin lessons alongside French, Arabic, and German. Not just this, the establishment of Confucius Institutes is also helping Africa's most important economic partner expand its footprints across the continent. The Confucius Institute at Uganda's Makerere University has trained over 20,000 students from around 80 secondary schools. Meanwhile, more than 145 local Ugandan teachers can now independently teach the language. The institute launched its first outpost in Africa at the University of Nairobi in 2005. Since then, it has expanded to at least 61 centers across the continent. And analysts say the continued expansion of these Chinese cultural institutes is the country's strategy to enhance its soft power over the continent. Interestingly, African students are also increasingly turning to China for overseas education. According to a report between 2011 and 2017, the rate of African students traveling to China for higher studies grew by a whopping 258%, and most of them belong to lower middle-income countries such as Nigeria. Meanwhile, other reports say the boost among African youth to learn Mandarin comes from a rise in Chinese investments in the continent, and this trend will likely see China replace many European countries as the preferred study abroad destination in the coming years. Now, the African governments see the introduction of Mandarin and Chinese institutes as an investment in the future of young Africans. But critics have voiced concerns that it may be used as a tool for spreading Chinese propaganda. Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alyson Grange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global South. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.